Good morning. We're going to do Hooke's Law Simulation Lab. If you download the instructions and you highlight the URL, it should work in Chrome. Hopefully it should work in Safari. And when you open it up, this is the first page that you'll get. So just click on the intro, go to the right and click on all 5 of these values. Okay, take a look and take note of the color and direction of the vector for applied force and spring force. Take a note of the color of the displacement. So let's grab the plunger or the piston and pull it to the right. Okay, you're going to have a value for the applied force, which is red or orange depending on how you look at it. For the spring force, which is blue, you'll have a value for the displacement, which you'll be able to read. You'll be able to control either the applied force right here, okay? So you grab the slider and you can stretch the spring, elongate it with an applied force, and here's the value, okay? The value is here. The value of that the spring is pulling back with, notice, is always equal to the applied force of the piston. You can take the slider and go to the right and elongate it, or you can go to the left and compress it. Okay, you can either grab the orange tab and move it back and forth. So suppose you want to set it at exactly 30 and you're having problems getting on exactly -30, then you can take the arrow and move it one click at a time. You can also, the instructions will tell you to set the spring constant. So you can go over to the spring constant and move the blue slider and set the spring constant to a certain number of newtons per meter. All right, and then you can follow the instructions and answer the questions. For instance, it may ask you the color of the applied force and the direction. So if I move the applied force to the right, it's in the same direction as the displacement, right? But the force that the spring is pulling back with, okay, the restoring force, is the opposite, right? So the applied force is going to create a positive work, and the restoring force in the opposite direction will create a negative work value. All right, so if you have any questions, please meet with me on Zoom tomorrow or message me via the classroom. And I hope you have a great time with this lab.